Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings be unto the hopeful elect, pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe, in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. This is the brother Yakanan from the GMS England branch. As you can see here, I have this article taken from the dailystar.co.uk and is entitled Russian State TV airs Melania Trump naked pics live on air as presenters try not to laugh. And it also says sultry photos of Melania Trump have resurfaced as the former First Lady of the United States prepares to return to the White House after husband Donald's election win. Now, upon seeing this article and also the actual Russian state, TV news report, which I'll play the very short clip in a moment, a flurry of scriptures came to mind. And what I find, very interesting and highly spiritual is the fact that Donald Trump, who again is now the king of Babylon, all right, for the second time, and more than likely, I believe that he'll be the last president, the last king of Babylon, that we witness in our lifetime. Now, as I was saying, what I find, highly spiritual and of no coincidence is that this man is linked to a woman that has a, very erotic past, concerning, nude modeling and so on and so forth. And she's just been outed, exposed, her nakedness, revealed on Russian state, TV, all right, which is very spiritual and is synonymous with what's going to happen, concerning Babylon the Great. All right, because America is also likened, onto a woman, of whoredoms, okay? And this woman, is known as a woman that has a very, like I said before, erotic past. And, of course, she's, a whore herself, okay? Just to be blunt, and straight to the point. So, as I was saying, it's no coincidence that Donald Trump, who is the king of Babylon, and, the as they call it, the First Lady, she is also, a whore, and many of her traits and, how she's been exposed in these last days is synonymous with how America, Babylon the Great, which is America, is being exposed and is going to continue, to be exposed in these last days, the closer that we draw near to the end of Esau Edom's kingdom, okay? I find that very spiritual. And, the scriptures tell us to be not ignorant in anything in a small matter or in a great matter, okay? So the fact that this woman has had her nakedness revealed by Russian state TV, is very spiritual and is, again, synonymous with what's going to happen, concerning Babylon the Great. And what already is happening, with the exposure of Babylon the Great and ultimately Esau Edom in these last days via the mouthpieces of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, all right, who are the prophets, okay? And that's why when we go to, let's get it right quick. when we go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 10, it tells us, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not." All right. So we're in a time of, the exposure, the making bare, of Esau, Edom as a nation of people, beginning with their elites. All right. And not only, Esau, Edom, but Babylon the Great, which is America, all of her atrocities, all of her, wickedness, crimes that have been committed, all right, from the establishment, onto this day, all of these wicked works and atrocities are being exposed in these last days, okay? And that's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Bahasham Rakal Kodash. So again, this whole ordeal, concerning Trump's other half, concerning his wife, who is the first lady. This is of no coincidence, okay? Now let me play the actual the YouTube video. As you can see here, it says this was uploaded the 11th of November, and it says here, Russian TV shows explicit photos of Melania to congratulate Trump on his election victory. All right. And again, this shows you that, the state of affairs between, Russia and America, Babylon the Great, is going to continue to worsen until we get to, the physical manifestation of them ICBM missiles, flying, all right? Things are going to continue to worsen, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to continue to put hooks in the jaws of Russia and turn them back to that old, cold, and brutal state, all right? This is all spiritual, all right? And this is all adding fuel to the fire that's going to manifest, that very, very cold and very brutal and very, what's the word I'm looking for? That hate, all right, that's needed to fuel, the war to end all wars, as World War III, is branded, okay? Now, without further delay, let me play this very, short snippet from this Russian state TV.
Melania Trump.
Nude photos of Melania Trump have been aired on Russia's most watched state TV channel during a program supposedly dedicated to celebrating Trump's election victory.
Melania Trump.
Now, just, imagine this. This is the wife of the king of Babylon being aired out and being exposed on Russian, state TV. All right. Literally, her nakedness, is uncovered for the world to see. All right. Which again is synonymous with how the nakedness of America, Babylon the Great, is being uncovered for the world to see. All right. And ultimately, the nation of Esau, Edom. This is all spiritual. All right. This is all spiritual. And this is what Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is having been, exposed in these last days. All right. Now, from there, let's go, of course, to Isaiah, the the 47th chapter. All right, because this is one of the scriptures that came to mind, as soon as I saw this particular, report. All right. Now it says, Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. And it says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." All right. Now the virgin daughter of Babylon is America. All right. Now it's not going to say America in the scriptures. Remember, because this Bible is written in code, and it's written in code for the elect who are illuminated to dissect what's actually being said through the Spirit. All right, so it's not going to say America. All right, if it did say America, you wouldn't even get a chance to read it. Okay, you wouldn't even get a chance to read it. This is written in code for the elect to understand and for the elect to broadcast to those that are that have Yahweh Shai supping with them, so they can too, decode what is being said. All right, it's given unto us, to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, and as it also tells us, as it also tells us in Amos chapter 3 and verse 7, the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. All right. So again, it says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All right. And, that dust represents confusion. And when we consider, Babylon, which means confusion, that land, the vibration that nation, has spewed, throughout the four corners of the globe is pure confusion. Okay, pure confusion, backwards, and demonic and satanic philosophies. All right, the alphabet movement. All right, feminism. Okay, just to name a few. And that has, completely turned the nations mad, as it tells us in the book of Jeremiah. What's that, the 51st chapter, or 50, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So it says, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. And when we consider, America, Babylon the Great, they haven't been touched on a serious, nuclear level before. All right, but that devastation and that judgment, is coming very soon, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, as it tells us in regards to World War III, all of these nations, all right, are gonna shoot arrows, which them arrows are the ICBM missiles, the intercontinental ballistic missiles. All of these nations are going to shoot, their weaponry, their ICBM missiles upon the land of America. All right. Even the weaker nations, as it tells us, let the weak say I am strong. Okay. So that day is coming where they're going to shoot all their arrows upon Babylon the Great. All right. So again, this is all, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. But the exposing is happening first, and we always make the analogy of this being an ongoing, trial, an ongoing trial of Esau Edom and the wickedness of Babylon the Great, and, through the prophets, through the mouthpieces of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, we have been presenting the evidence. We have been prophesying on the highways and the byways, and we've been exposing Babylon the Great and the nation of Esau Edom for all of their wickedness. Okay, and we've been presenting the evidence. We've been making video after video, going into the information, proving, why we are who we say we are, being the Israelites, the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, proving who you are, as a nation of Esau Edom, as according to the Holy Bible, showing the proof, showing the scriptures, going through the prophecies, all right, because it's all about them prophecies. When we go into the book of Revelation, what does it say? It says the spirit of Yahweh Shai, the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, all right, roughly paraphrasing. So it's all about prophecy, all right? All of these things are being dissected through the understanding and the faith that we have in prophecy, all right? So it says, verse 2, take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg. All right, so this is going into the exposure. All right, this is going to, oh, and it even says it here in the NLT. I didn't know that. Let me read it. Let me read it in the NLT. It says, take heavy millstones and grind flour. Remove your veil and strip off your robe. Expose yourself to public view. All right. So America is being exposed in public view for the whole world to see. Just like the whole world is going to witness the downfall and the destruction of Babylon the Great upon the return of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai. All right, the whole world is going to witness Babylon the Great be annihilated by them ICBM missiles. Okay, and by the chariots of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai also. The whole world is going to witness that, man. Okay, so this whore, is being exposed. This whore that is America, that rideth upon the beast, that is NATO and the EU, is being exposed before all the world. All right, so when we go back to this video showing Melania Trump
Aired on
being exposed on Russian TV, like I said, that's a very spiritual thing, that's happening. Look at that. All right, exposed before the world for all to see. All right, the king of Babylon's whore is being exposed. Synonymous with how America, as a nation, and Esau Edom as a nation of people is being exposed in these last days for their wickedness. Okay, because look, man, America has touched the apple of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's eye, all right, which are his people, all right, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, and that great judgment that you put upon our people, all right, that great those great atrocities, all right, were ordained, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, okay, and we understand that. It's all biblical prophecy. And the reason that happened to us as a nation of people is because we went off, all right? And we didn't stick to, the agreement that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai had bestowed upon us, all right? And that's why the judgment came down upon us. But that doesn't mean that you're not gonna pay, for what you've done, all right? You're gonna pay for what you've done. And it's biblical prophecy that you should pay for what you've done for touching the Lord's chosen people, okay? And even when we go to Baruch, the 4th chapter, it goes into that, which we may get, all right? So let's go back to Isaiah 47. So it says, I'll carry on reading the NLT. It says, take heavy millstones and grind flour, remove your veil and strip off your robe, expose yourself to public view. You'll be naked and burdened with shame. I will take vengeance against you without pity. All right. And the scriptures also talk about a shameful spewing, upon the glory. Okay. Which we're witnessing all of these things. Okay. This whole issue, of slavery never rest. All right. It's always coming up in some way, shape, or form in the media. All right, if it's not us making videos exposing what you've done in the past, you have different how can I say, you have different people, coming to the forefront and revealing, more mysteries about things that have happened during the transatlantic slave trade and atrocities that have been uncovered. They're always finding, bodies of the slaves, being dug up, decades and decades later, okay? These things are always being uncovered, all right? And we don't truly know the depths of the wickedness, concerning Esau Edom, but we're going to find out in the kingdom, all right? And you're going to be heavily punished in the kingdom of heaven, man, all right? Your everyday life is going to be complete, bitter, and unfathomable hell, okay? We're going to put some serious hell upon you for what you've done onto our people. And the Lord's going to empower us to do so. All right? Now, where it says, I will take vengeance against you without pity, that reminds me of the book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 11. All right. Now it says here, thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. All right. So the Lord is not going to, deter, the great and heavy punishment for the nation of Esau, Edom. All right. The punishment is going to be grave. The punishment is going to be bitter. All right. Like it tells us in, I believe it's Psalms, the 75th chapter, it makes mention of them drinking the dregs, of the cup. It's going to be a bitter, heavy, judgment that Esau, Edom is going to receive, all right, when we get that power, all right, when Yahushua makes his return, all right. So the Lord is not going to turn away the punishment. Now in the NLT it says, this is what the Lord says, the people of Edom have sinned again and again, and I will not let them go unpunished. All right, so the Lord is not going to let you go unpunished. All right, you're going to drink the dregs of the cup. Okay, it's going to be a bitter, heavy affliction. It says they chased down their relatives, the Israelites, with swords, showing them no mercy. All right, hey, you didn't show us no mercy, during the transatlantic slave trade, man. All right, and they show you, in the movies, they show you in Goodbye Uncle Tom. All right, and that doesn't even really depict how bad, it really was. There is no film, there is no TV series that can really show you how bad, slavery actually was, and how how you treated us in such a animalistic, fashion. All right, hey, no film can, truly encapsulate the hell that we caught, all right, during the transatlantic slavery. Okay. Now it says they chased down their relatives, the Israelites, with swords, showing them no mercy. In their rage, they slashed them continually, and they're unrelenting in their anger. And we're unrelenting in their anger, all right? And that's exactly what you've done. Okay, you show no mercy, to the old, to the young. Okay, they used to cut the babies out of the the women's stomachs, man. They used to feed babies, to alligators. Okay, so the atrocities of Esau, Edom, man, he's got a lot to pay for, and that's why when we go to Revelation, it also tells us how her sins, have mounted up to the heavens, and the scriptures also tell us to reward her double, even as she rewarded you. All right, so everything you've done unto us, all right, we're gonna reward back onto you, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Now, we're not gonna do anything abominable, concerning, defiling our own selves. We ain't gonna be doing no butt breaking or any defiled madness of that sort. All right, because we're a righteous nation of people. Okay, but trust me, we're gonna have spiritual power. All right, and what we're going to do unto you, all right, you couldn't even dream of doing to us, man, because we're going to get you on every level possible. We're going to get you in the physical, and we're going to get you on the spiritual, because we're going to have spiritual power, man. Okay? So it's going to be heavy. All right, let's go back to Isaiah 47. Bear with me. Right, so where was we? All right, verse 2. Take heavy millstones and grind flour. This is in the NLT. Remove your veil and strip off your robe. Expose yourself to public view. All right. You'll be naked and burdened with shame. I will take vengeance against you without pity. All right. So again, we're going to take vengeance, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai against you without pity, just like you showed us no pity, just like we read in, the book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 11. Our Redeemer, whose name is the Lord of heaven's armies, is the Holy One of Israel, all right, who is Yahushai, all right? He is our Redeemer, all right? Yahushai is going to buy us back, okay? He's going to redeem us. All right. He's going to redeem us, in these last days, which he's already done it, by going up on the cross and shedding his blood. All right, he's already paid the price. All right, and it says here, verse 5, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. And it says here in the NLT, never again will you be known as the queen of kingdoms. All right, yeah, because that title and that how can I say it, that reputation, you know, is being taken away. All right, because you're being brought through the dirt and you're being exposed for who you really are. All right, in these last days, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, via ultimately, you know, this word going out. All right, which is a beautiful thing. Now, now from here, let's go to the book of Nahum, chapter 3, and we'll get straight to the point in verse 4. All right, now this is Nahum chapter 3 and verse 4. And it reads, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. All right, now there goes those buzzwords, whoredoms and harlot. All right, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. All right, in the NLT it says, all this because Nineveh, all right, which is now America, all right, Babylon the Great is now, you know, the new Nineveh, all right, amongst other places mentioned in the Holy Scriptures. The beautiful and faithless city, mistress of deadly charms, enticed the nations with her beauty. She taught them all her magic, enchanting people everywhere, all right? And how can you say that, you know, Babylon the Great, you know, America has not done this, all right? Enchanting people everywhere throughout the four corners of the globe, you know, which with her witchcraft, all right? Again, you know, to quote Jeremiah, you know, and the nations are mad, all right? Because they've drunken of that wine, you know, Babylon the Great, okay? And it says back in the KJV, it says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. All right? So the nakedness and the shame of Babylon the Great is being exposed in these last days. And again, this is synonymous with what's happening with the wife of DJ Trump. All right, her nakedness and her shame is being displayed on Russian TV, Russian state TV. All right, so this is, if you will, like a prelude, all right, showing you, you know, the end result, you know, Babylon the Great, all right, which is America, man. All right, so I just wanted to, you know, touch upon that, you know, right quick, you know, through the spirit. You know, it's just a, you know, an observation, you know, made upon, you know, me seeing this clip. So Lord willing, you know, it was edifying. And until the next time, I'll say shalom.